Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be addicted to drugs or alcohol? Or why extremely successful people essentially give up everything just to get their next fix? If you answered yes to either of those, then you're going to want to see me break down this collection of neuroimaging studies that uncover the severity of drug addiction and craving. These studies used fMRI imaging to observe the severity of cravings in 4 different groups of people. They assessed the level of activation in the region of the brain responsible for craving, known as the anterior cingulate gyrus. The first group that they studied were people who were severely dehydrated, so they'd been without water for 3 days. And while they were in the fMRI, they exposed them to triggers that would elicit a craving for water, such as spraying them with water, playing waterfall sounds, and even having them talk about water. This caused that craving region of the brain to light up to about the relative size of a baseball. Now, for the second group, they took people who hadn't eaten in about 5 days, so they were essentially in starvation mode, put them in the fMRI, brought in their favorite food so they could smell it, even had them talk about their favorite food, and even had them chew it up and spit it out. This caused that region of the brain to light up to about the relative size of a basketball. Now, for the last 2 groups, they assessed people who were either addicted to opioids or alcohol and who had been without these substances for some time. And while they were in the fMRI, all that they asked them to do was talk about the first and last time using their drug of choice. And what they found was that this lit up the craving region of the brain to about the relative size of a baseball field. What's even more insane is that they measured this craving response at 4 different times when they had 30 days sober, 60 days sober, 90 days, and even 1 year. And the relative size of the craving region was nearly identical at all 4 different times. And they found that the craving signal didn't actually reduce until about 2 years apart from their last use. This collection of studies should give some context into just how severe drug and alcohol addiction is, and especially how severe the cravings can be.